Bravo, Luton radar, good morning, you are looking set. Victor Bravo, 1 pilot set. With 1107, 140. Good morning, private Aviation, ready for departure. On a board, private Victor Bravo, 100. Delta 9090, what is that for up to 5,000 foot? Alpha 1, report coming up. Delta 107, turn right,
Hello, very good morning, one and all. Nice early one. We're going to have a beautiful sunrise again this morning here at Luton. Very much looking forward to the action as we hit those last few minutes before dawn. Hope you're well. Welcome. If you're still in bed, I really don't blame you. Get that kettle on, get a nice pot of coffee going, settle in. All the action Luton Airport has to offer early on a Saturday morning, just as the stream is settling in. For those that are with us nice and early, can we have some feedback on audio and video so that we can sort any early issues out nice and quickly. Here we go then, first catch of the day. EasyJet departure to Belfast. This is in a little A319. Delta 107, turn right into 175, descend altitude 3,000 feet. Yeah, 3, descend altitude 5,000 feet, and be lovely to come. You can see there some beautiful blue skies already. So as we turn our attention to our first arrival of today's show, one in, one out is always nice to start a show. The inbound is Wizz Air flight 9090. It's an A320-200. inbound from Timisoara. Let's have a quick catch up with the chat. Kieran and Mags, first up. Awesome that we were able to give you a show on a Saturday so you can actually watch it. So welcome along. Chinook, one of our long-time mods, checking in from down under. Good evening to you, Chinook. Hope you're well. Terry Stapley, good morning. LHRLive checking in from Melbourne. Welcome along. Steve Carter, hope you're well. Thanks for the feedback, guys. It's always nice to know it's working, isn't it? Timothy Weston, welcome to Luton. Wow, that's some serious routes to be added by Wizz Air. Thank you for that info, Tim. Definitely looks like we've lucked out once again with the weather. We're picking them well at the moment, aren't we? That is where our sunrise is going to be, over the back. Beautiful scenes already, long before sunrise. And 2 in the Luton stack. Absolutely love bringing you live shows from here at Luton. Completely different sort of vibe. Completely different airport, really. And of course, first thing in the morning, nice and busy. Nice. Didn't realise the runway was that way. I'll have to get some of that spray action on the next one. We're looking at EasyJet right 2537. This one off to Geneva. Our next arrival isn't very far away either. Another Wizz Air A320 on short finals. Beautiful view.
438, turn left heading 085.
Lovely rural airport, Luton. It's quite funny on the way up actually, because driving through patches of dense fog down in the valley. Luton Airport, for those that don't know, very high up on top of a hill.
Pacific to Bravo, turn right heading 220 degrees, clear down next 25.
Nice blindingly bright landing lights on the Wizz Air. The newer LED versions. This is Wizz Air flight 3604. It's an A321neo. And she's heading off to Suqueba.
With that 438, turn right, 180 degrees, station. That's close up, but it can work.
So yeah, we had just a little bit of squeaky bum time on the drive up the hill. Wondering what would await us, whether we'd be able to see the airport or not. But we're all good. Gloriously clear up on top. This is Wizz Air flight 43301. About to touch down from Cluj. Certainly is not. Another one already not on radar for me, making me look like an idiot. Beautifully smooth arrival from that corporate jet. This needs to turn and burn. As the petrol is not very far away at all. Off to Tallinn for this Wizz Air A321neo. A mini burst of reverser from that latest Wizz arrival. Something that's not a Wizz then. EasyJet departure. I'll get back into the chat as soon as I can. But we love how busy it is. Off to Rovaniemi, which I've never heard of. This is EasyJet flight 2641. A320neo. Super bright lights. Heading in from Sofia will be Wizz Air 4301. That one just over 3 hours in the air for the A321neo. That little patch of spray, isn't there, when the reversers catch it? Must be a little dip in the runway. Tirana destination for this latest Wizz Air departure. Right, back into the chat. Oh wow, Kieran and Mags, thank you so much. $9.99 super chat. That is super generous, thank you. That definitely deserves a nice thumbs up. Thank you, Kieran and Mags. Love this channel. Live 10 minutes away in Hemel. Lots of local viewers when we do our Luton live streams. And of course it's really nice to hear all the stories people have of their experience of Luton, whether they've worked here or travelling through as a passenger. Jessica Stone, a very good morning to you. What a gorgeous sky we're blessed with this morning. Paul's High Chinks, welcome along. Another super subdued corporate arrival. Enormous windows on that jet. Terry the Artist, very good morning. It's going to be a cracker, isn't it? It's looking absolutely gorgeous behind me. Well, of course, make sure we catch that sunrise. I think it's bang on 8 today. So a little while yet. So also waiting for our next movement here at Luton. If you haven't hit that like button, please consider doing so. It'll make the stream available to more people around the world. YouTube loves that like button. Ash Watched, very good morning to you. Welcome back. Peter Wall, it's going to be stunning. It's definitely something we aim to do when we get out nice and early, is to pick up as many nice sunrises as we can. And of course, when we were at Heathrow for our first night show during the week, had a lovely sunset to start the show. Always good lighting at sunrise and sunset. LHRLive TV with the early jokes. So as we've got the camera trained on the tower at the moment, a very good morning to all those working in the tower, directing the ballet here at Luton this morning. Whether you're just about to finish your shift or getting in with that first coffee of the morning, great job you do. I'm sure as travellers we all appreciate the hard work you put in each and every day and night. So very good morning to everyone in the tower. Schwartz with the update on the originating airport for that Gulfstream out in Qatar. Off to the right then. A minute or so out, our next arrival, Wizz Air Flight 2001. It's an A320neo. 2 hours and 7 minutes from Krakow. See that nice mist in that dip there. You can see why I was a little bit nervous on the way up. Didn't quite know what to expect when we got here, but pleasantly surprised.
Jet Whiskey, Tango Oxygen 5000. Jet Whiskey, speed 187. Front 65 passenger speed 165 knots or greater until 5 miles. Cosmo 55 passenger, contact the tower 132 level 555. Jet Whiskey, Tango Oxygen 3000 feet.
LHRLive TV. Been out on the Heritage Christmas train ops today. What does that entail? Nice head-on view of those beautiful Neo engines on the EasyJet. On approach, not very far out at all. We have the beautiful A300 from DHL Freighter. The EasyJet we just saw taxiing. We'll be doing a very short domestic flight up to Inverness. Seven 450, information is X-ray, report your clear flight. Yes, 71450, roger, continue on the arrival to 220. What an absolute cracker. Beautifully smooth landing. Effortless from the DHL. Looking awesome in this early light. So off to Inverness for the Little EasyJet A319. Next arrival Wizz Air flight 1301. That one just over 2 hours in the air from Warsaw. Stephen Dalton, very good morning to you. DHL slowly winding its way through. Looking awesome. Back to departures then. EasyJet spooling up. Smoky left engine.
8571, turn right heading 220 degrees, clear ILS 185.
Far road destination for this latest EasyJet A320neo departure. This one under flight number 2453. Real life TV, that sounds like a ton of fun. Excellent stuff. Peter enjoying the scenes here at Luton. It's a brilliant place to be at sunrise. Michael Lawton, very good morning to you. Welcome to today's show. Off and away into the cloudless blue sky. Gulfstream 4 next to go. This one off to Teterborough. Operated by Pegasus Elite Aviation. One seemingly not quite ready because there's enough space for it to have gone if it wanted to. Next arrival in from Katowice on an A321neo. Wizz Air flight 1001. Neo liveried EasyJet. That's the one that was our head-on shot a few minutes ago from the engine test bay. They seem to use that if they're a bit early for their slot. EasyJet livery popping in this early light. Michael also enjoying the scenes. That fog just off the threshold of the runway does look awesome, doesn't it? Michael, an honorary member of the VIP lounge, courtesy of a gifted membership, presumably on Wednesday evening. Lots of gifted memberships from a few people, so difficult to tell who it would have been from, Michael, but it's great to have you here and part of our community. there's just that one little bit, that little dip in the runway that's holding a little bit of water still. Boz, thank you for the super generous $4.99 super chat. Saying, just returned from my early morning cold walk, buy a coffee, warm myself up, great stream. Thank you so much. Great support. Thumbs up for you, Boz. Join Coin Stacks, very good morning to you. Hope life's treating you well. It looks so good. First back track of the day. Someone in the chat was asking a little bit earlier what all the works are on the far side of the runway. Well, they are extending the existing single taxiway to the runway all the way down here to the threshold, so they don't have to backtrack. Not sure what the ETA is for that being finished, but they've been working on it an awfully long time. Layer of mist creeping in at both ends of the runway. Let's just hope we don't get enclosed. Wouldn't be the first time. Be surprised if we don't get another departure before this next arrival. Still quite a long way out. Let's have a sunrise check. Beautiful. Jet seemingly electing to wait. Another quarter of an hour or so until we actually see sunrise. Terry, thank you as always for your info on the private stuff. Very helpful, and we're definitely going to get some fog now. I can see it around the cars at the spotters area here. Another Gulfstream, this one inbound from Teterboro. Stan likes planes. Very good morning. Join us from what's about to become a quite foggy Luton Airport. Closing in from all sides, but it makes for some great shots. Sky Squad TV in the house. Very good morning to you, Sean. Hope you had a nice break during the week. Tenerife destination for this backtracking EasyJet. Resplendent in that nice big Neo livery. It's great to watch the weather change in real time, isn't it? Just had a little smattering of mist down there in the dip. Now it's encroaching. Fog of doom. Short hop up to Edinburgh in Scotland for this latest EasyJet A320neo departure. This one under flight number 2601. Number 2 to depart was their flight 1902. A321neo, and she'll be heading off to Vilnius. Sean, yeah, it's going to get a little less stunning, but it was absolutely amazing first thing. Sean, thanks for the feedback on the audio. Pump up that sound. Loving the changing weather conditions here at Luton. Giving off some nice varied visuals. Still got a nice clear view off my right shoulder of that sunrise when it appears. Wow, that's really closed in, hasn't it? Ian, very good morning to you. Hope you're well. Join us from an increasingly foggy Luton Airport. We're loving it. So as we watch this latest arrival on finals, which is a Wizz Air A320 in from Aviation. A very good morning to everybody in our Lurkers Lounge. Hope you're enjoying the sights and sounds of Luton. Which may well be just the sounds before long. Rapidly losing visibility here. What a shot that is, though. Next up, EasyJet flight 2459. It's an A319-100. She'll be heading off to Lisbon. Aviation Andy, good morning to you. Watching us from West Sussex. How's the weather down in West Sussex? Sure, yeah. Deja vu or PTSD? It's one of them. Pretty sure I can hear a prop over at the terminal. Maybe it's just wishful thinking. So, nice little queue of departures. We're watching the EasyJet. We're ready to go. Number 2 will be another EasyJet. That one an A320 heading to Paris. Number 3 is the AirX Embraer. That's doing a very short position in flight to Stansted. Then our much loved Jet 2 in the Jet 2 Holidays livery. That'll be off to Antalya. Bringing up the rear as it stands. Wizz Air flight 5389 off to Poznan. There you go, folks, there's today's wallpaper for your computer. Awesome oil painting skies. Get used to seeing that here at Luton. As we see the latest backtracking EasyJet. Robert, very good morning to you. Asking what the wind situation is. There is none. If you look at the weather report, it will say 7 gust into 13. We could do with that because it would push some of this mist away. But yeah, the wind socks are doing nothing here. Joint Cornstack's telling us Beach King on the way out. You can see that down in the dip. It's so small it hides in the taxiway, which is lower than the runway here. Thank you for the update. Stand lights planes, yep, crack on, thank you. See what this Embraer can do then. Would assume it hasn't got very many people on it. It's only going to Stansted. What would that be? 10-minute flight? Something like that. Some pretty beefy fog off to our left for those departures. It's thick, but it's not going too high into the air at the moment. So hopefully once that sun pops up, it will burn some of it off. Off to Antalya then for this beautiful Jet 2 Airbus A321neo. This one just 2 years old. Jet 2 taking its time to get going. Didn't there's someone on there saying, I don't want to go into that fog. I can't see. So Poznan, the destination. The Wizz Air A321 on screens now. That aircraft over the top, making a full-on 270-degree turn to line up to land here. That's a Wizz Air coming in from Rome. Very good morning, Mika. Hope you're well. And we had the King Air that we could hear from across the terminal in these nice atmospheric conditions. Great little twin prop. Sean loving the prop action here at Luton, as do we here at LHRLive. Always nice to see props. Good looking little twin jet once those wheels are tucked away underneath. Ryanair backtracking, first Ryanair of today's show. Off to Vilnius. It's a 737 MAX 8. Can't miss our sunrise, can we? Do you know, if that was like late June, early July, we'd be in for a cracker, wouldn't we? Lovely warm summer's day. Whiz that we saw briefly over the top, now on short finals. Inbound from Rome, flight time 2 hours and 5 minutes. So Ryanair lined up, 5 more on the taxiway, awaiting departure. And it looks like we're getting a clearance of the fog.
Bravo Alpha, Luton, Bravo is related, continue from heading descent flight level 80.
Beautiful changeable conditions here at Luton this morning. Next departure, making its way to the runway now. Wizz Air flight 5303. It's an A321neo heading off to Amman. Nice low morning sun starting to catch these planes, just lovely. Next arrival, we have visual already. So Wizz Air about to depart. Wizz Air on finals in from Bucharest. Just see the Wizz pulling some of that fog on the top of the wings. Next departure will be EasyJet flight 2539. It's an A320-200 heading off to Geneva.
We're not in obviously, but we are the other moment. We took down a stop in the next step and continued making the point 4 signature. So with the Sunday tower 123 left 555 for minutes. Southeast 180, correct. Turn right 180.
Love how they disappear into that low band of fog, then re-emerge again. Darminda, very good morning to you. Hope you're well. So EasyJet on screen. We'll be heading off to Lyon. We're going for the latest arrival, which is an EasyJet completing its short trip from Glasgow on an A319. Another nice 2-for-1 shot. Love that sweeping, banking turn to line up to pick up the ILS. Beautiful scenes here. Strips of fog all over the place. Closing in now from behind me. Thanks for some great shots there. Very good morning to everyone that's with us this morning. If you're enjoying today's footage and you haven't hit that like button, please consider doing so. Definitely has a very positive effect on YouTube, recommending the stream to others. On the screens now, Wizz Air Flight 1601. It's an A321neo. About to touch down from Gdansk. whilst that's ready in itself. I really can't tell if the lens is fogged, so I'm going to give it a wipe anyway. And yes, it was. In from Budapest, about to touch down on A321-200. This is Wizz Air flight 2201. Paul Hilvert, very good morning to you. Not too bad temperature-wise. In the fog, it obviously drops quite a bit, but that fog is dipping in and out at the moment. Let's see if this backtracks. So off to Tel Aviv, which is normally a very busy flight. Not today. As we watch this one ready to depart. Big shout out to our paying members, VIP lounge members. Thank you so much for your support. Look out for your name along the bottom. Timoswara, the destination for this latest Wizz Air A320-200. Stan likes planes. Yep. If you can get over here, it's definitely worth a visit. Lots of people use the multi-storey car parks over on the far side to get their nice photographs. Great views of the signature private terminal. And obviously everything taxis past one side or the other of that car park. The problem, certainly at this time of year, is that everything is directly into sun. And there's backtracking. So as it stands then, Wizz backtracking, ready to go. Number 2 is Wizz, number 3 is a very quick taxi in Ryanair. Cry over the destination for this Wizz Air. This is Wizz Air flight 5313. off to Hurghada, which is highly likely to have better weather conditions than we have here, but probably not as pretty. Another neo-liveried EasyJet making its way towards the runway. One Van Dam, good morning to you. Enjoying today's live show from just 2 minutes down the road. Helsinki spotting, very good morning to you. And Tina checking in also, welcome. Second DHL freighter arriving at Luton this morning. This one in from Leipzig. Good does that look? That nice bright yellow, contrasting that matte fog. Awesome reverser action from the DHL. Next departure, entering the runway now. Ryanair flight 6645, 737-800, and she's off to Malaga. Backtracking, so we'll get a bit more eyes on the DHL. Awesome conditions to watch these planes departing and arriving. Putting on a nice little show for us this morning. EasyJet backtracking, that's off to Tbilisi. That's the Neo liveried one. We're looking at FlexJet. It's off to Turin. It's a Praetor 600. Beautiful. Imagine the view you get on board. Looking down over all these fields with the mist patches everywhere. So you can definitely see why that taxiway extension is needed. Lots of backtrackers this morning. Two Wizz Air Airbuses making their way out. Is that British Airways? Ron, I just saw your message about the quick escape. Never a truer word was spoken. Ron, I would imagine we've seen the biggest plane we'll see here today, the A300 from DHL. Nice high climb rate from the Praetor, starting its journey to Turin. Mark Abram, very good morning to you. Hope you're doing well. Great way to start the weekend, a bit of live plane spotting, especially in these crazy conditions. Makes for some awesome images. Just 1 year old. This Airbus A321neo. And she'll be heading off to Sofia shortly. Stan likes planes. Thanks for popping by. Have a great weekend. Everything holding for the next arrival. It's Ryanair flight 337, inbound from Dublin. It's a 737 MAX 8. I would imagine, with us having seen 2 DHL arrivals, one should be departing before we finish today. Always nice to see those big ones here. Beautifully noisy arrival into what's become a thicker bank of fog off to the left. Funny how that bank of fog, thick as it is just sitting a few feet above the runway, and then it's all clear again. Very localised. Katowice for this Wizz Air A321neo. Another Jet 2 making its way out. Jet 2 obviously not quite ready, or quite early for its slot. Sitting in the test bay. Should be heading off to Tenerife. Meanwhile, Wizz Air flight 1302 off to Warsaw. This one a 3-year-old A321neo. Wolves joining us. Very good morning, Lorraine. Hope you're well. Jeremy, another local to Luton Airport. Nice to be able to bring streams to those who live near to this airport. We've had a lovely busy morning yet again. Great conditions with the fog drifting in and out. Michael Walker, very good morning to you. Very well here. Hope you're keeping well. Great fun playing Guess Where the Plane's Gone. Mr. Jet next out. Looking pretty sweet in the morning sun. This is a Global 7500. And only going to Dublin, so nice short flight this morning for that one. Malky is with us. Good morning, Malky. His liver is looking great in the low winter sunshine. Good looking livery. Jet 2 holidays. Those people on board are very much looking forward to their destination of Tenerife. That was pretty cool, wasn't it? Must have been right on the edge of not needing full length. Nice rotation in front of us. Almost caught me out. What a lovely collection of private jets. We can but wish. So hidden from view at the moment, at the back of the terminal. Got Ryanair just pushed back. That's going to be off to Dublin, 737-800. We're still waiting on the Jet 2 to get moving. And over at Signatures, where we're looking at the moment, a Globair Citation Mustang, showing on radar as heading to Sion. On the arrival side, not quite on approach, around 10 minutes out, Wizz Air flight 4551, inbound from Larnaca, closely followed by EasyJet 2516 from Amsterdam. No movement yet from either of the DHLs for departure. I think we do get one in the next hour or so. Maybe that's wishful thinking. Very good morning to Ashfaq, who's in the car next to me. Mika, have a great weekend. Thanks for popping by. Harban Singh, very good morning to you. Welcome to Luton Airport. And a little bit of a mini lull after non-stop action since we hit that go live button earlier this morning. Fantastic conditions. The sun is beating away without mercy. The early fog. So whilst we await the next movement here at Luton, for those that were with us on, was it Wednesday evening, for our first night show, what did you think of us doing a night show? From us personally, we really enjoyed it. Something completely different. Testing our skills with the equipment. Completely different feel to Heathrow at night. Let us know what you thought. Dublin bound Ryanair showing itself for the first time. Quite an interesting layout here at Luton in terms of terminals and stands. Well, there's only the one terminal. Gates and stands. Sort of three layers from where we're looking. All the remotes are on two sides of the multi-storey car parks. Then the Ryanair is just passing the horseshoe. And of course there are gates on the far side of that building there as well. Ryanair taxiing for departure. We've also got an EasyJet making its way through what remains of the low fog. EasyJet heading off to Glasgow.
Charlie left heading 205.
Go then, straight into a takeoff roll. Ryanair off to Dublin. All those poor people on the jet too, watching these other aircraft passing by and taking off straight away while they sit and wait. Always Air making its way out now as well. We're looking at EasyJet flight 2402 off to Glasgow, A319. Just a little touch of wing fluff there on rotation for the EasyJet. Super quick, super quick taxi for this whiz. No messing. Ron, not many people call me professional. Angelina does. Professional blagger. Thank you for the nice feedback. Lots of people enjoyed our night show. Great to see. We'll definitely be doing that again. Something a little different. Ron, just saw your message about the Britannia and Monarch. That's my earliest memories of here at Luton. Fantastic, from the old viewing area that was. Michael, yeah, the whiz was whizzing. Very cool, Kieran and Mags. Off to Florida from Luton. Very nice. Never actually flew on Britannia or Monarch. It was great to see them though. Love that Britannia livery. They had that logo on one of the maintenance sheds for years after they were gone from here. We're looking at Wizz Air flight 4551, about to touch down from Larnaca. Another turning on, another 2 for 1 today. Beautifully noisy. So going all the way to the end. You'd have thought with that bracket it would have made the earlier taxiway, but no. Oh, to be 19 again, eh? But only if you know then what you know now. Pointless otherwise. Michael Walker, yeah, someone that I went to college with. Went to do engineering at Monarch and then moved on to Rolls-Royce. Very cool, Lorraine. Monarch from Gatwick. I find Gatwick to be a really odd airport. When you look at the mixture of airlines using it and the destinations, and then where it is, it's obviously doing well for itself, but just odd. I mustn't complain really, should I? Because It regularly gets me to and from Dubai. Still a little way out, but this is EasyJet flight 2516, inbound from Amsterdam. Like there's a few of us on the stream reminisced before about the old viewing area. Much missed. Super quiet arrival from the EasyJet. Oh, finally, movement from the Jet 2. They'll all be hurrahing on that plane. "12-hour stopover. Yuck." I suppose it depends where you are. If you're in Qatar or Singapore, not too bad. You wouldn't need to leave the airport. Plenty going on. It's a shame, isn't it, when you look back at what Luton had here, the viewing area. Obviously, Heathrow had a really good viewing spot. Gatwick just mentioned as well. The airports have just sort of forgotten about that completely, haven't they? I always thought here where we are, sort of just a dead-end street. There's no plans to have a second runway here, just a second terminal. I think the runway operates at something crazy like 20% capacity, so no need for a second runway, but definitely a need for a terminal. But this area here wouldn't be affected by any expansion, and it's just dead ground. Like, if they built something up here, some sort of I don't know, like a grandstand or something, some extra parking, there's plenty of room for it. Have a burger van here like they do over at Lakenheath. If the airport actually did that, they would make a nice little bit of money. But what do we know, eh? Great to see the Jet 2s operating out of Luton. Steve Carter, do you know where to go for the best spots at Gatwick? If not, give us a shout. using the link at the top of the chat, the pinned post. And I'll let you know where we go. We've only been there, I think, 3 times. It's a bit of a trek, but great views. Lizzie, very good morning to you. Hope you're doing well. Mark went off to the Spanish Islands in '69. Awesome. Down there. And away she goes. Latest Wizz Air is now pushed back. So they'll be disconnecting the tug, checking all the flight surfaces as they roll towards the runway. Michael Walker, yeah, 100%, couldn't agree more. There's money to be made, and that's really what they're motivated by, so they should just get on with it. So whilst we're waiting for the next couple of planes to come out, I'll show you exactly what I mean. That bit of land there literally does nothing. It gets cut twice a year. That's the access road, so they could make the road wider. Half of that could be car park. The other half could be raised seating. Such a waste. Missed opportunity. Excellent, Steve. When are you going to be streaming? Gatwick is a great example of just not being interested in people watching the planes. The police there, obviously they've got a job to do, but they're not always the most favourable towards people with cameras. Parking is a nightmare. And wherever you go, it's a bit of a trek. But great views once you get there. If you haven't seen any of our streams from Gatwick, like I say, there's only 2 or 3, but each time we've been there has been great fun. Check them out. We always archive our live streams. Lizzie, yep, spot on. Manchester know what they're doing. And it'd be interesting to see what the turnover is from that RVP. Because it's going to be a nice little side earner, isn't it? Always busy. Paid parking, so guaranteed income. Yeah, there's a few of the regular streamers have covered Gatwick. I know that Mac Aviation had some problems dealing with the police. Nowhere near the airport at the spot he was at. I was just trying to think, you know, when people are talking about their first flight. I think I was born over in Germany. My first flight was a British Caledonian into Manchester. And the cabin crew, I think I was like 2 years old. And I was given a postcard. They used to give out postcards back then of the plane you were on. And I probably still have it somewhere. I should dig it out and put it up on the post, shouldn't I? Memories. Triple Seven Paul, very good morning to you. Hope you're doing well. This whiz will be heading off to Bucharest. Ahead of it, I've got the little private jet that's been on radar for absolutely ages. Can find it. There we go. Citation Mustang, operated by Globair. We do have a DHL having pushback. It's just starting its taxi towards our position. We're going to call that our last catch of today's show. Nice to finish with a big one where we can here at London Luton Airport. The DHL will be off to Stockholm. Oh, how about that, Lizzie? Small world, isn't it? Aviation Geek 199. Good morning to you. Steve Carter, take care. Great to have you with us once again. Mark Abram, yeah, exactly. Like, what are these people doing? I kind of understand that sort of after 9/11 and 7/7 security became a much bigger issue at the forefront of services minds, but by and large, the vast majority of people watching aviation are just extra eyes and ears, aren't they? So give us somewhere decent. Rome, the destination for this latest Wizz Air departure, flight 6002. Fast taxi and Ryanair will be number 2 to depart. The Ryanair 737 MAX 8 off to Barcelona. Infinity, good morning. Interesting on that global. Is it diverting? There she is, the Whopper Airbus A300, operated obviously by DHL. Looking great in this morning sun. We're looking at EasyJet flight 630, about to touch down from Belfast. It's an A319-100. Two to go then, to wrap up today's show. What a great show it's been. We had that lovely foggy weather, the mist rolling in and out at various times. First thing, chased and caught our sunrise, as we love to do here at Heathrow Live. A nice selection of jets, big and small, commercial and private once again. As we watch the Ryanair ready in for takeoff. Our DHL to close out today's show, number 2 to depart, and looming large. Make sure you hit that like button before you go. Great way to support the work we do here. And of course it's free, and we all love a freebie. Aviation Geek roof platform on the car to get over this fence. Looks like an absolute beast here, doesn't it? The A300. I saw a couple of these on our night show on Wednesday, and they look decidedly normal up against all the other big long hauls, 777s and of course A380s, etc. Here alongside the smaller single aisle Airbuses, they look like giants. Terry Stapley, have an awesome weekend. Thanks for joining us for another show, and I'm sure we'll catch you again soon. Take care, buddy. Here we go, folks. Another show in the bag. It's been absolutely awesome to bring you another Luton Airport show. Hasn't disappointed, both in terms of action and the weather. Massive thank you to those who gave us the super chats early on. Very generous support. And of course, much appreciated by us all here at Heathrow Live. A shout out, as always, to our wonderful mod team, Lorraine, Lizzie and Chinook from Down Under. Great job you do for us, and it's very much appreciated. Folks, have a lovely weekend. Stay tuned for details of our next shows. We'll be out again during the week, and we hope to catch you there with us. Take care, folks.